At Priors Park in Tewkesbury, many people live in flats with no access to a garden. Now, just around the corner, a group of people are putting that to rights. And this place is much more than a garden. It's a community.
The people are Erin, Joe, Olive, are absolutely fantastic, really good friends.
A couple of hours a week, in this environment, thank you very much. What more could you wish for?
This site has not only provided access to space for growing vegetables, but it's also provided a great sense of community with people that live in the same area and wouldn't have otherwise really known each other.
Erin Baker is an expert gardener and plays a vital role. People can use the garden whenever they have time. There are also weekly sessions to encourage new people to come along.
They come and do a couple of hours worth of work and then take home big bags of whatever's ready at the moment.
It's just like a supermarket, you just go along the aisles and pick what you want. That looks like the Michelin Man.
Let's get our watering cans.
Started in March 2012, the garden came together through the efforts of various groups. Vision 21 is a local environmental charity.
We have linked in with Priors Park Neighbourhood Project, which is just up the road. It's a neighbourhood centre and they provide support for people and just generally a community centre, and also Seven Vale Housing. Most of these houses are owned by Seven Vale Housing and they have a great community involvement team.
Kate Calladine is part of the team.
Our community team is working hard to do things that help and support our tenants and make life that bit more fun and a bit more interesting. And so between Vision 21 and Priors Park, and with a bit of support from Seven Vale, we managed to secure this area from the council, which wasn't used for anything before then.
This whole area was derelict and overgrown. The gardeners have begun the difficult task of reclaiming it.
This area was completely the same, had big piles of fly tipping. I think we had a couple of refrigerators, maybe a washing machine that we had to get rid of, loads of tree stumps, blackthorns. So it was quite a bit of work clearing it down. And these chip box are all donated, if you will, from Tewkesbury Borough Council and Seven Vale Housing. When they do their autumn and spring clearing, they need a place to dump the chip bark, and it's also benefiting us because it's breaking down, enriching the soil and making ground ready for potential new areas for raised beds and for gardens. You don't have to do all of them, but
today, Len and Ron are coming for the first time.
I need to show you guys where our garage is and where our gloves are and where the tools are. Shall we go walk over?
I'm not going to wear gloves, am I?
Well, it's up to you, personal preference. If you want to wear them, you can.
My hands
if you don't want to,
my hands are as hard as nails.
It's up to you. They're there if you want.
I worked in a heavy civil engineering.
Seven Vale Housing has some garages close by and has made one of them available.
We've got some potatoes you can take home if you like. This is our sort of tea and coffee area. So Len is planting.
Oh yeah.
And Ron's working with me on the compost.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done a lot of gardening over the years?
Over the years I have, but I've forgotten most of it.
The fertiliser here, the make it here. This didn't come from bags. Because I thought it was the stuff you put out of bags, but it's not. They actually manufacture this here themselves. So this is educational.
Tina has been coming for some time. She loves the animals that come through from the nature reserve next door.
I've just found a toad in the compost heap. There was crickets, I found some crickets. We had some slow worms under the carpets that we first put down. We've got pheasants. We've got a male with about six ladies.
All the animals on the mural have been seen here. A group from the local youth club came down and volunteered their painting skills.
When you're doing composting, you need the fresh green stuff But you also need what's called brown stuff. So your brown materials are like your paper or newspaper or cardboard.
That's one of the hazards of gardening, you know, birds, you know.
Alan remembers gardening as a child.
I've been brought up with my dad, and I used to live on pulling carrots out of the garden because he had very sandy soil, washing them off and eating them, you know, and I can still remember that taste.
In the 6 weeks that he's been coming, and with Erin's advice, Alan has grown a whole area of green manures, plants that will be dug in to fertilise the ground.
First time I've grown it, so I don't know what it looks like, you know, and yeah, it's all going to get dug in and rotted down, bless it.
Oh, you're getting a bit warm there, Ron.
Sure is.
You're working up a sweat, are you?
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, there's another big one. Well, that's my rope there up. They look all right, don't they?
This one's called a sweet dumpling. This one's really nice if you cut it in half and scoop out the seeds and stuff it with whatever you like. I quite like some wild rice and cranberries and pecans, but that's my American influence.
What you do it is you cut it open up, and you fill it with mince and things.
Yeah,
And onions,
yeah,
and then put it in the
and then bake it off.
oven.
Ron, do you feel like harvesting some runner beans with me? Okay.
There's nothing better than growing your own stuff, albeit you've got to come out in all sorts of weather. When you pick whatever you've grown, you know, you just can't compare.
Do you think you'll come again?
I will do next week.
I think that's me all done.
You know, you often live down the road from somebody and you might see them in passing, but you don't actually communicate with them. And we've been able to create an environment where people can come socialise while gardening. And we've got a mum who comes and when she can, because she's a single mum, she's got 3 kids, and the kids come as well, and they get stuck and they love doing the seeds collecting and the seed sowing and things like that. They're not too keen on the weeding, and they're really good strawberry pickers.
All of this has happened in 18 months, and there is the space for it to grow from strength to strength. There are already other sites in Cirencester and Cheltenham. It's an idea that brings local people together to improve the environment and also to have some fun.
You see somebody's turned that rake round the other way.
I did, because that's the way you put them down, otherwise you get bonk.
We do gardening, but we do have a lot of laughs, you know. We don't take ourselves very seriously, we just tend to enjoy it. Get your hands dirty and have some fun.
What they've done at the moment is really great, but the potential's here to grow it a lot more. And if we can do that, then it'll be really, really good.